We got to get the right music going for the start. Let's go, my friends. Let's go. Wednesday, and it's time. All right, I'm here. Let's go. What up, what up, what up? Thanks for bearing with me. You know, I looked over as the show was starting. We're going to make a bunch of bets today. Don't worry. Give me a moment. I looked over as the show was starting, and I went to grab a cup of my coffee here to take a sip, and it was empty. It was empty. So I tried to show you. I was like, well, it's an empty cup. I gave a thumbs up, and then I took off. So anyways, I figured the start of these shows, they're just going to be more real. I'm tired of the production game. There's so much out there about using AI to have the most perfect delivery of everything in your life. That's not normal for most people. So we're just going to be living life. We're going to be on air, and we're going to do this together. I'm just going to build out my community the best way that I can by being authentic. So that's the goal. Every single day you see me right here, it might be clunky at times. You know what? Who cares? Who cares? Nobody's perfect. The show ain't going to be perfect, but it's going to be real. And I'm going to try to line your pockets today, just like yesterday. Speaking of, let's do that right now, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recap every play given away on the live show, literally all of them, because transparency, man. Let's do it. Let's every day you're like, oh, man, he's so much green. There's so much profit. There's no way he wins this much. Well, you know what? Since the site launched, I actually have. And I'm going to show you one more time. Again, not one more time. I'm going to show you every morning. The bets that were made, we had 11, which, by the way, I went back and I rewatched the video. There were like 3 or 4 more picks that I didn't plop in, if you recall. And I kept highlighting. I was like, I was like, should I be playing all these unders for this Pelicans game? And I mentioned it over and over again. I was like, Dejounte Murray under whatever it was, 5.5 rebounds. There was like 5 or 6 plays, and every single one of them hit. Like, absolutely absurd. I went back and watched it. It's crazy. So anyways, let's do that. We got to talk about the game projections because, yeah, it's MLB season. It is here. We've got a brand new game breakdown of our simulations model. This is pretty freaking cool. If you've never seen this before, guess what? Nobody has. This is your unveiling. The player projections. We've got all sorts of stuff for pitchers, for hitters. We got a summary breakdown of the slate where you'll be able to look at like pick by pick, game by game, best plays, best bets, everything. This is pretty cool. It's going to be for MLB. Right now, we're working on NBA to hopefully get that live within the week or so that you can at least have it for the rest of the season. But most importantly, we want you to have this for the playoffs, which is when you should probably be betting on games again anyways. You don't really want to be betting on games too much right now at the end of the year. Ask any Joe Schmo off the street, and I'm sure they'll say otherwise, but that's how I feel. But anyways, pretty cool, right? We also put DVP in there. Everyone kept asking, hey, can y'all have DVP in your player cards for all the player props? And we're like, is that something you want? Okay, sure, we can do that. We've got the information. We had a bot inside Discord that was giving the DVP away for members. So yeah, now we have that. That's there if you like it. So if you want to mess around with the DVP stuff, of course, by all means, you can do that. Bounce around position to position. The DVP changes with the player and their positions. Let's see. So we got the game projections. As you can see, first simulation, 10,000 sims, first run through. Now, don't lock this in based on what you see here. You got to verify with Freak inside Discord. I do not know if this is the dummy data or the mock data that we used yesterday to have like placeholder while we format the site. Does that make sense? So this may or may not be live as the actual model. Make sense? Okay. So there you go. It's a nice little readout. Basically, here's how it would work. And again, I do not know if this is the live model or he just slapped this in here so that my developers could format the site on mobile. Okay, so you read it as this. Yankees on the road against the Giants. It'll tell you other records. It tells projected score based on the 10,000 simulations. 3.6 runs for the Yankees, 3 runs for the Giants. I almost said 49ers. I tell you, literally, it's just NFL 24/7 in my mind. So 58% of the time in the simulations, the Yankees won this game. All right. That's how this works. So the confidence level, this is basically 58% of the simulations. Yankees walked away with a W. Slight edge to the Yankees, but close to a coin flip. So the model says lean. This is a lean. All right. Under for the runs. Well, of course, you're going to want to grab this at 7.5, which is available on a lot of sports books rather than the 7. So make sure you grab the correct line, or the best line, I should say, but be mindful of the odds that you're getting. It says both starting pitchers keep runs down. This is not like somebody's originated pick or opinion. This is based on the model. So based on the model, the starting pitchers keep the runs low. Model projects for 6.6 total. Good confidence level, 56%. So based on the totals, confidence, hurdles and markers and barriers, whatever you want to call them, pretty freaking cool. Margin of victory. So this actually says this is an elite play to take the Giants run line of +1.5. San Francisco keeps it within 1 run or wins outright. So if you want, you could, of course, run out the Yankees money line, but that was only a confidence of the lean. In fact, if you're going to play anything, it looks like the best play out of the trio of the game picks based on the model would be the Giants at +1.5. It shows the distribution of the model, then shows you the strikeout prop projection, has park factor adjustments. I don't care about this stuff very much, but these, we were like, all right, some people might want to know some information. So let's put a few random stats down here. But like, me, I do not care about stats and trends and things like that too much. And then, of course, you'll have the player projections. Give this a moment to, we got to figure out how we want to present everything. We are still officially in this soft launch as everything we continue to add virtually if you're a member right now, every single day you're experiencing something new on the site. And that's how I intended this to be. So, yes, this is mobile view, David. Pretty cool, right? Pretty slick. The way that I wanted this to be is like, let's get this product in front of people. Let's keep the price lower. And then as we build, we get feedback, refine. And then once this thing is like to my liking, all right, those discounts are removed and it goes up to $90 a month. It's going to be a premium. I'm telling you right now, that price tag, that discount entry level right now gets removed and it's $90 product. Why? Because it literally has everything under the sun: the player cards, the graphs, the trend charts, the DVP stuff, the odds board, the deep linked lines, sharp money radar, so you can track what the sharp money is doing and how to bet on it. DFS optimizer for all your pick'em apps. It's got the positive expected value tool. Yeah, that's right. You got an EV optimizer for 25 plus sports books and pick'em apps. There's simulated projections for players. There's a game simulation model. And then it's AI updated around the clock every single hour for the projections all day after they're live on the site. And then all of the, the optimizers and the odds board and the sharp money radar and the EV tool, that stuff just updates every, 5, 10, 15 seconds based on the sport that we've chosen. I mean, I'm telling you why it's $90 to have, because it literally has all of these individual things that every single person usually pays for on its own. They're like, let me go buy this projections tool. Let me go buy this betting model. Let me go buy this research website for all the trends and graphs and charts. Let me go buy this EV optimizer. Let me go buy this sharp money tool over here. I just took them all and I put them under one roof. So yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super excited about what it's going to be. It's going to be phenomenal. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, Steel Force. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I saw another one, a huge premier site. I have no relationship with them or anything, but another site came out and it was over $100 a month for just the sharp tool. It's crazy. It's crazy. Brand new, like a week ago, just popped up. This site's been around for like 20 years across the industry. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. So appreciate that, Dr. J. So let's do a little recap of yesterday's YouTube picks, and let's see if we profited again. I'm doing this live with you. All right, I've got NBA selected. Let's do it. One pick at a time. All right. Mobley had 9. Remember that one? Because he hooked. Derek Queen had 13. That one also hooked. I knew that. Wait. Let's double check that one. Derek Queen. And he has stats. Did we profit? He went 5, 5, and 3. He 13. Jeez. Towns chalked. Or bad start. 0 for 3 to start the show. Murray wins. Yup. Jokic had 1 million assists. Hey, I highlighted this one as the lock of the year yesterday. Do you remember this? Raise your hand if you remember this one. This Kaman Mulak. Sorry. I brought this one up. I was like, wow, EV optimizer was like a 9% edge. I was like, this is an absolute stone cold lock on underdog on like 2 different books. Mikal Bridges lost. Did we profit? Kind of Canoopel, cash. Gordon hooked at 6, cash, and cash. Did we win? Oh, we finished with 0.41 units profit. That's funny. Cash Murray 3s. Yeah, no. We didn't put Mitch Robinson in there. I did see Mitch Robinson. Was it over 8.5 or under 8.5? I can't remember, man. I can't remember. No, I don't do one-on-ones, but I'm here 5 days a week using it. I can't imagine a better support than that. I mean, every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, I'm here on the tool itself, which, hey, let's look at it together, my friend. On the tool, if you click filters, click this helpful hints button. Every single tool has these, and these are basically my approach to using my site in each tool on the site. Make sense? So you can basically lock this in. Like, let's do some right now. I'm happy to do it. And then if you are, inside the My Sparry Edge chat, which after you join, you connect your account, go inside the Discord. I'm in there 24/7. Literally, like you tag me at some point during the day, I'm getting back to you. I will answer all your cues. I mean, that's my goal. I just want to make you self-sufficient on your own here. I don't want you to have to need me or others. I don't want you to have to need picks. I want you to be able to make your own dubs on your own all day, every day, all night, every night. Chat's always open. Everyone's always helping each other. No doubt, man. I love that. Thanks for the feedback. Discord community is amazing. Yeah, I mean, listen, y'all making that community, not me. Somebody said, like, "Oh, Donuts, you built such a great community." I mean, I helped. I gave it a platform, but honestly, the people in it are what makes it great. So let's do this right now. Bones Highland, we've got an over 2.5 threes bet right now on Novig minus 105, fair odds minus 121. What does that mean? That means we've devigged the lines, and you've got a 6.8% edge on Novig at minus 105 compared to the devigged minus 121. Now, long term, you play these devigged lines, you play a bunch of the plays from the positive EV finder, you are long term likely going to be a profitable bettor. Now, plus EV betting is a volume game, and that's the truth. It's stacking edges that will compound over time. You're going to start off here and you could go, I don't know, 8 and 10, 12 and 13, these like little losses, right? But then you're going to have your normal variance in betting, and the pendulum will swing back, and then you'll have some big nights and so on and so forth. And it's just going to be boop, 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 up and down, up and down, and up and down. But you're going to see, hopefully, a slow incline long term. It's a long-term approach. So if you hop in here and you're like, I'm going to start banging away at the positive EV finder, but you're not giving it a fair shake, good luck. Good luck. Who knows what you're going to experience. This is very long-term focused. So there are multiple ways to use this, as you can see, through the filters. Like if you don't have Novig, then remove Novig from the filter, and then you'll have different types of bets pop up. You don't have BetMGM, then you remove them, so on and so forth. One thing I will say while you're using this, a bet like this. So Kristaps Porzingis under 2.5 assists, 4.6% edge against the fair odds of minus 139. This is very specific to the using this on BetMGM. So if I deep link this one, it opens up, it'll log me into BetMGM, minus 125. What does not matter are the stats for these players. This is totally irrelevant. I'm telling you right now, this stuff does not matter. DVP does not matter. Projections do not matter. Trends, stats do not matter. This is literally just the line you can get versus the DVIG lines out there. So this is a good play. So for the sake of tracking for the show, we'll go with Kristaps under 2.5 assists. Now, you're going to see lines like this one, minus 161. I don't like it. I don't like to bet on lines like this. However, I will say this. If you ever see massive discrepancy in lines versus a sharp book like FanDuel of a minus 200, I'm not terribly uninterested in plays like this. Once we see this, right? So I'm getting a minus 164. You could play this on Novig. There's a minus 161 on BetMGM, 4.2% edge on a DVIG line of a minus 180. Do I want to bet a minus 160? No, not really. Not really. However, one of the sharpest, if not the sharpest, player prop sports book for NBA says it should be a minus 2, at least has it priced at a minus 200. So we will save this for the sake of the show. I ain't betting it. I'm telling you right now. I don't bet minus 160s. They're not really in my wheelhouse. I will also say now, if you see plays pop up on the EV Finder that are for Prize Picks, Underdog, the Pick'em sites, these are usually some pretty darn good plays. Not only are you getting an edge against like sharp books, but you're getting a devigged edge. 4% edge versus the fair odds of minus 129. Now, with Prize Picks, you need 3 entries for the minus 118 implied. Do what you want with it. My personal approach is to run the underdog 2-pick action and just volume slips minus 115. It's just so much better. So much better. So if you ever see a minus, or you ever see any underdog plays pop up here, listen, they're going to be fewer. Listen, we got a DFS optimizer on the site, which I'll use in a second because I know you're all sitting there like donuts. Just start banging out picks, and I'm going to. But sometimes I like to talk about this and give like a broad strokes approach to how to bet correctly and win money long term. And betting based on math is definitely step one in my opinion. Oh, you're going to start seeing some baseball plays pop up here too, as MLB is on the slate for today. You got all the EV filter ranges you can set up, fair odds, EV percentages, so on and so forth. But you'll start to see some baseball pop up. There's been some plays already. I grabbed a couple yesterday for tonight's game. I can't even remember what they were. We could probably go find them at some point, though. So, anyways, let's move on. Let's start making some actual picks here and make some money together. And I should have said this a while ago as we're 15 minutes into the show. If you are new to the channel and watching for the first time, thank you very much. This coffee's for you, my friends. Cheers. Like the video no matter where you are. I'm on my second YouTube channel, so I need you to subscribe. Help me grow the new channel for me. The primary channel is on a little hiatus. That's my NFL only channel that has like 50,000 subscribers. This is the daily betting show. This is Bets for Breakfast. If you could subscribe to this channel, I would love it. We got about 100 people watching on YouTube. That means we're growing. On X, we got over 100 over there as well. Twitch, 1. I just randomly threw up Twitch the other day. No rhyme or reason for that ever probably growing, but it doesn't matter. Let's talk about the Sharp Money Raider and make some picks here, my friends. One thing I like to make sure I have selected is longer than whale. It means my odds for what I'm getting have to be better than one of the whale books, which is going to be our exchange indicators. I've got MLB today because why not? NBA is selected. Oh, MLB, I need to add some markets. Let's go with, we'll go hits. Screw it. Let's select them all. I'm going to leave off the games. I don't like them. Oh, total bases. All right, so we officially have MLB on the table here, my friends. All right, wow, we got a great play right off the rip. $3,000 being bet on Jared McCain under 10.5 PRA on Novig. Wow, code donuts over there on Novig. You want to use it. Great place to bet straight bets. But look at BetMGM, man. A minus 120? That's absurd value. This right now, if I'm limited to the friggin' moon on BetMGM. I'm limited on virtually every retail book I have other than FanDuel and DK. It's brutal. It's absolutely brutal. I have to parlay everything on these sites if I want to put down more than like $3.70. Anyways, Jared McCain, under 10.5 PRA. We will track this bad boy. Elite play. You've got great liquidity at $3,000. And boy, man. Oh, is this Julius Randle? On top of that, not only did you have so much liquidity, but you're getting like a 30-cent differential. I don't even think I have Jared McCain mapped. He's such a bum. He got traded. That's why. I don't think I ever switched that. Anyways, doesn't matter. $2,500 has come in on the under for Ayo Dosunmu. Under 4.5 rebounds here. You get a minus 120 on the app formerly known as ESPN Bet. Now it's at minus 120 on the score. Now, another thing I love to look at every once in a while is, listen, if you got a sharp book like FanDuel, minus 152, you've got a 32-cent differential against one of the sharpest, if not the sharpest, player prop sportsbook out there for NBA. $2,500 has come in on the under on ProfitX at minus 140. That is a phenomenal spot. Now, here's the thing. Some of these plays, sometimes you'll look at the math, you'll look at the money, and then you'll go look at the player charts, and you'll be like, what the heck? My guy has 5, 9, 10, and 8 rebounds since Anthony Edwards has been out. And you'll decide to yourself, you know what? I'm uninterested. I want nothing to do with it. Fine. Against shooting guards, the Rockets give up the 7th least rebounds. Projections have him at 4, which is to the under. His minutes, though, are at 30 plus. So maybe you go to the filters and you're like, well, donuts, how's he do at 30 plus minutes? Well, here's how he's done. You have to keep in mind all these games before March 13th were with the Chicago Bulls. So since being on the Rockets, being on the Wolves, 5 games, he's been over in 4 of 5. Do what you want with the information. Use the app, use the tools, however you choose, however you see fit. You don't have to lock things in if you don't want. Use them how you want. Use them how you want. Coffee. Gotta love it. 225 people locked in. We just hit the century mark on YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. I do appreciate you. Free picks every morning, all morning, every morning, 9 to 10 a.m. Eastern. We had 11 bets yesterday, I think like 13 the day before. I mean, we're just locking them in. I recap them the next day, every day on my tool, on my website, and it's just been green. I've just been going live every day. It's been phenomenal. The only time I can't go live routinely is going to be Saturday and Sunday, which you did not miss much this past weekend as I barely scraped by. So full disclosure, every weekend I'm 50-50, but I am interested in streaming if you are locked into the live shows here. Nice over bet right here. Cameron Johnson over 3.5 rebounds. And sometimes when you watch this show, you see plays where you'll see days where like the Sharp Money Raider has 4 bets and they're all like 800 or fewer dollars in liquidity. Today, we've got, now this is what, the 4th or 5th bet with all this liquidity behind it. I'm getting a plus 116, which I'm actually not limited on Bally in New York, which is nice, but I don't always get the best prices there, but I do right now. So $2,700 coming in on the plus 104 on Profit X. You've got a buck 16 here on Novig. $600 came in backing that. I can get this on Bally. Now, do I like it for? No, freaking disappeared while I was talking. Stupid. Well, let's rebound. Here's our Prize Picks play. Jaylen Brown under 25.5 points. Hey, it's for Prize Picks. So all you guys love Prize Picks out there. You're obsessed with it. But you should be playing underdog, which I'm going to show you an even better play. 4 down from where we're looking. There's 3 in a row right here for your 3-pick power, by the way. Matchup against OKC, we know is difficult. There's 1.7K coming in the under Profit X. Price Picks sitting here, fixed price for a 3-pick power. Good luck over there. If you do play on that site, Will Richard, 1.4K coming in, gone. Oh, there's the Cameron Johnson play back up on Bally. So we are going to save this one. I'm locking it in. And again, I do not care. I do not care about stats, about their trends, how they've been doing. None of it matters to me. Lock and load, baby. Let's look at, where did he go? There was an underdog play, and the underdog one is gone. I leave a lot of apps up here because I do not know what people bet with. So I leave them all here. And you know that I can't use the Pick'em app, so it's irrelevant to me. Well, this is interesting. Look at this. Logan Webb, over 6.5 strikeouts. So I was looking at his player card last night. Player cards are live for the day. I do not know pitch counts. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to start with. I believe last season he didn't even have a pitch limit to begin the year. We'll be adding all the filters so you can do all the research and be like, well, he, at 90 or 80 or fewer pitches, he does X, Y, and Z. But I did see, and we got to map the projections inside here. I'm remembering all the things I want to accomplish today. Let's see, game breakdowns. We actually only a B for projections, but Logan Webb at 7. But again, I don't know if these are the mock. This is the mock data or the dummy data. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's save it just for the sake of it. Plus odds, why not? Wow, Giddy over 17.5 points, minus 136 on Profit X. There is so much money coming in right now this morning on so many plays. I'm not interested in a minus 130 for Trey Jones, but boy, has that looked good. What's his minutes been at? Oh, he's getting minutes again. Wow. That was an RA play earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, his PRA looks good too. I'm going down the wrong path here. I don't mean to be looking at this. Anyways, for the sake of tracking, let's move on to a new tool. I could literally sit here and do this all day. Let's look at the DFS optimizer. Can we find some DK prop DraftKings? Or you mean pick 6? Ah, take a little breather. Yap so much. Logan Webb seems legit. I don't mind it at all. I mean, we know the Yankees can strike out like whoa. What is that? ERA? Earned runs? Earned runs allowed? Over 4.5? Or is that walks? What is that? What's that? What's the combo? 5 plus strikeouts each? I mean, a prop is a prop, Christian. I'll say this that, like, if I'm saying Dyson Daniels under 11.5 points on underdog, has this edge, blah, 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 and you want to play it on DK, I mean, go for it. I don't know. I don't really understand. Um, if you want to use these tools specifically for DraftKings, you just got to remove the apps that you don't want and just select DraftKings only. Somebody reached out to me the other day and said him and his buddies were using that for the Fanatics, that new Fanatics thing. What's that called? Squad Ride. They were using it for the Squad Ride. I thought that was interesting. All right, let's talk about the DFS optimizer. Yeah, no problem. I'm happy to help, but I also want to like take that opportunity to kind of like point you in the right direction. Because if you're a member, I have no clue if you are. If you're a member, you've got a ton of opportunity if you're using these tools. Because I use them for FanDuel and DraftKings, my two books where I am not limited, and that's where I get most of my volume down daily. So um, you're in my boat if you're using those apps as well. Anyways. DFS Optimizer. So I'm going to go to the filter. I'm going to talk about the helpful hints really quick. The one thing I would mention here on top of what we do is I do like to compare to FanDuel specifically afterwards. But what we do is we have calculated our own sharp odds. All right. I have personally, with my math wizards, weighted certain sharp books based on the sports and whether it's game or player props. Certain books are better or sharper than others. Some, like Hard Rock and BetMGM, they do not move markets. They are chasing markets, right? They are adjusting to what the other markets are doing. They're also the type of book that a lot of people will take advantage of using EV optimizers, and then they end up getting limited on, or they're arbitrage focused books. Sharper books like FanDuel and Pinnacle, Bet Online, so on and so forth, Circa. Like they carry more weight in terms of certain sports and markets. So we have created our sharp odds, which means if you are using the sharp odds line of a minus 131, a play like Dyson Daniels under 11.5 points, you get a 5.9% edge on underdog for a minus 115. So if you go over to underdog right now and you, no kidding, Bet Online, usually sharp for combat sports. Cool. Good morning, bro. I did see your hello earlier. I appreciate that. So this is a really nice play for multiple reasons. It beats the sharp odds by 16 cents, which is a 5.9% edge. Not only that, but if you are somebody who's like, I really care about FanDuel and needs to beat Penny and all these other books, the sharp odds, yes. But I also want it to be much better than FanDuel. You got 20-cent differential against FanDuel. Detroit defense, very good, so on and so forth, whatever. Lock it in. So you got to play right there. Hey, Giddy under 10.5 assists. Does this beat FanDuel too? And the sharp odds? Yes. FanDuel, minus 132. Okay. You want it? There you go. You got a little two-pick play right there with Giddy and whatever I had just talked about. So on and so forth. You can literally go down this list, and they're not all going to be good enough. They're not. Some are great. Some are not. Like this one's pretty good. Beats Bet Online, beats FanDuel, beats the sharp odds. You know, I think these are often top heavy. Part of my issue sometimes when you come in here is that, you know, math is one thing, but sometimes when I start thinking through like a process, and maybe this is me when I get my own way, like this game against Boston, what if this is a super close game? This is one of the games that Chet plays like 30 plus, 35 minutes, you know? Like, yes, this math wise, this is a good play underdog. Here again, like, here's my gripe with being like one, and this is I'm in a learning journey with you because I have not done the plus EV betting or top down betting. I've been originating my picks for the past decade. So site launches, a couple weeks ago, and I'm showing my journey with you. A lot of it I have to embrace. I have to almost like remold my mind. An old dog's mind too. Like a stubborn mule. And like part of me, I'm like, no, guys. Like, yeah, math makes sense here. And like, here's one that, we can talk about tomorrow. The math says is a really good play. But up here is like, well, what happens if it's a close game? It's probably the two best teams in the best team in each conference, potentially. Allegedly. What they play down to the wire, and then what? These guys are running out there 35 plus minutes. You telling me Chet's not going to get 9 plus in 35 minutes? On top of that, like the old school part of me is like, well, give me the plus odds side. I'm getting a plus 124 on Novig. Like, that's the side I want. Look, deep linked. Mitch, does the deep link work? Yeah, it does. I just showed you. You can make your own or you can take it. So I don't know. Code Donuts, Novig. You want to support free content if you're somebody who's like, I'm tuning in every day, 9 a.m. Eastern on Mitch's YouTube. I'm going to watch Bets for Breakfast every day. I'm going to support it. I'm going to get a bunch of free bets, free picks. But I don't want to sign up for the site. I don't want to use it after 10 a.m. I don't want to use it before 9 a.m. And I only want select plays that he gives me from 9 to 10. Okay, cool. That's fine. I'm happy to help you and feed you, line your pockets. Most of the time, you're going to walk away with some dubs. You can support me still on Underdog and Novig by just using code Donuts, DONUTS. How about that? So, like, the old dog in me is like, keep your math. Give me the plus odds to the over, So, do what you want with this. I think everybody needs to blaze their own trail to an extent. I'm going to be real. Like, everybody needs to blaze their own trail. Giddy under 18.5. A lot of underdog plays this morning. We got a massive slate today, and I think people are on these apps betting right now because MLB's back and everything. Okay, cool. Chet just got bumped down. I like that. He was at the top of the board, but Guy Santos has surpassed him now. Under 3.5 assists and his under 1.5 threes. Wow, no joke. Wow, whoa! Lock under 1.5 threes. That was a 40-cent differential versus FanDuel, maybe even more. What's this? How's he been doing with assists? Oh my God. Well, we took the under 1.5 threes, much better looking. Again, this is like, I'm looking at this, I'm like, well, his minutes are up. I know that. The entire team is hurt. They just lost Moody. Like, I'm looking at this, I'm like, PA, plays points and assists tonight. And I'm getting good odds for it. Again, is the old school. Is the old school mentality I'm trying to get rid of. It's hard. I am struggling with it, and I am showing you that live. I'm being transparent. I can only lead them to water. Can't make them drink. I also want to be real with you. Like, it is difficult to look at this stuff, the math of it, and be like, oh, yeah, lock it in. It's hard. It's hard to do so. So when you've got an abundance of plays like this, it's easy for me to fade things like this. I've only got a 13-cent differential against FanDuel, only 12-cent differential versus Underdog. I would also say, when you've got a lot of sports, man, we didn't even add MLB. Holy moly. When you get a sport with a lot of action coming in, a lot of things are open and available for the morning. I think it makes sense to add an edge, like a higher edge. Fewer plays, just the best of the best. Man, I'm always interested in unders for Joel Embiid. I mean, he has not played since February 26th. Oh my gosh. So let's say he comes in, he plays limited today. I don't know, 25 minutes. Wow, despite all the injuries and stuff this year, he's played 25 plus minutes, that many games. All right. What about 29 or fewer minutes? All right, there you go. Under 6.5. So essentially, when he plays 30 plus, he's been a dub. When he plays fewer than 30, he's been an L. That's a good underdog play to me. Will Riley's been playing a lot of minutes. Three's volume is sporadic. I don't like it. Mm. 105 people on YouTube this morning. The new channel is growing. I appreciate you all. 40 minutes into the show, we've locked in a bunch. Ooh, MLB play just popped up. Jose Soriano. Oh, this is for tomorrow. Let's go. Let's go. They're here. Let's get it. Let's get it. Jose Soriano under 4.5 strikeouts. Angels on the road against the Astros. 8.7% edge. Sharp odds -139. Save. There's an underdog play. Our first MLB play, and it just popped up live. I love it. What a great time to bet on sports. You can put NCAA in right now, too, if you're really an NHL. I mean, literally, what a time to be alive, baby. We're going to be betting on sports like crazy. Anything coming in for baseball for sharp money? Well, Soriano. $731 on No Vig, -119. Another $248 on Profit X. No Vig, my preferred option here. -110 ESPN bet, or the score bet. But we already plugged that one in. Here you go. For better or worse. Better DFS, 3-pick power, same thing for Prize Picks. -118, same thing, 3-pick power. You got 1.4K coming on the over for Guy Santos. Let's lock this bad boy in. I was just talking about how much I like his overs. And there we go. Sharp money. So much better. So much better to me. All right? I love following the sharp money. You know I talk about it all the time. Like, it's so much more important to me to follow the money. Guy Santos has been a freaking bucket. Look at him. 17 of the last 20 games, my guy has 13 plus points. Projected to the over. Minutes are there. Field goal attempts are there. 3-point volume is there. What are we doing here? His matchup is fine. Who are they playing? Brooklyn? Like a garbage team, too. I don't get it. Give it to me. Points and assists, totally fine, too, in my opinion. Yeah, Guy Santos, 13 plus. That's a Price Picks play. That's a better play. As much as I like that play yesterday, who was it? That Malik guy for Phoenix. Phoenix? No, I can't remember. Gosh darn. But he was under 4.5 rebounds, and I think the sharp money tool brought it up, and I was like, follow the money. Follow the money. He was a lock. And Guy Santos, 13 plus points, I freaking love. I love that play. If I were to originate a pick today, I'd probably be originating that one, to be honest. And the sharp money radar just popped it up for you. Like I'm telling you right now, if you're not using this tool, you got to give it a look, man. I just want people to be successful. You can be successful using this site. I know you can. I'm going to be here showing you how to use it daily. Oh, maybe I got too much caffeine running through me right now. Not all plays are created equal here. Yeah, there's 2.3K coming in on these odds for Tatum, but not widely available. I don't have FanDuel, Pinnacle, BetOnline, some of these sharper books. I don't have them as like a reference point, which I love. I talk about all the time. I want that reference point. I want to make sure. Is that 9.5? Actually, let's go down here. 9.5. I want to make sure that if I am betting on a player's prop, I want to make sure that I'm able to compare against like one of those books, those sharper books. So not all sharp plays are created equal. Great volume, liquidity, 2.3K coming in, at -160-ish. I just don't like. I don't want to bet at -147. Do what you would like with it. Same thing here, minus 141. Oh, this is a great example of not all plays being created equal. So $1,000 at a minus one, and it's gone. Tatum's gone. Good. Get out of here. Minus 134, Profit X. By the way, pause button. You can click that here if you don't want things bouncing around on your screen. I leave it on usually because I just want the best of the best when I'm live. And if things move, I don't care, is what it is. I think it's real. I'll be real with you. I want to be authentic and transparent. Things will leave your screen because the money and the odds and the math has changed. And that's normal. And I want you to see normal happening on the show. So Jaylen Brown, $1,000 on minus 134 for Profit X. Now, the way we have this tool set up, and I have selected longer than whale because I want to see only plays that are better than the whale action. Sometimes it's not that much. So yes, this is better than Novig at minus 144, but there's only about $500 of liquidity on it. Not enough for me to move the needle. So I fade. I don't even think twice. Same thing here. DK aligned with Novig, $1,000 on it, but I'm getting a worse price than the majority of the liquidity on the sharp line here. Pass. That's a decent play. Not great. Great play. Great play for Novig. Andrew Wiggins under 12.5 points going back to Cleveland. Good for him. Good luck, buddy. Second game back from injury. Only played 20 minutes last game. It was a good play. It was a good play. $1,000 on Profit X at minus 102. You're getting it plus odds here on Novig. There's some liquidity there. Let's see how much, though. It might not be a lot. $200. Plus 111. Man, this is a second line for Jared McCain that we've had to the under today on the Sharp Money tool. Someone's is hammering unders on Jared McCain. Oh, and it used to be 8.5, and now it's 7.5. And I looked at 10.5 for the Pierre. You got it at 11.5. So it's been moving down since earlier. Wow. Now that's interesting. Hey, we got a baseball play. Luis Arias. Nope, not playing it. Is Edgecombe going to fall off the earth here? Whew. Been yapping fast today. How are the YouTube likes over there today? I haven't asked for them. They pretty decent on their own? Got over 100 people watching, hopefully. Okay. 45. Could be better. Could be better. Pump them up. Let's go. Got over a hundo on YouTube. Should have 100 likes. This is free. We're like 20 picks deep today. I know a lot of people have their phones open or they got two devices because they're watching or listening. I try to audibly present the information I'm showing on screen, and then people are going and betting, and I love that, and that's fine. But if you can hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. By the way, does anybody know what these do? Like if I hit the heart button in the chat and a bunch of hearts start popping up, what does that do? Does anybody know? Like I see a bunch of hearts coming up right now, but like what does that actually do? Does that help? Does that help my SEO? Help me get found? Is that like an engagement thing? I don't know. I don't know. That's different than the like button. The like button's that little thumb down below, which is up to 60 plus. Thank you. But what does that thing do? I've never really played with that. Engage with your audience. What am I engaging? Start a Q&A, start a poll. Whatever. It's just love, baby. Okay, cool. Chat emoticons. All right. So much caffeine. Wow, Coke. What's up, bro? You know what I love about you inside the community, man? Yeah, I see you posting plays all the time. So here's the deal. I used to post things late night, right? 11 o'clock, midnight, 1 a.m. I'm just up. I'm a degenerate. I'm embracing it. Only a portion of my members would get those plays. And then when a lot of them would win, and I'd be like, yep, went 4-1 yesterday, but 3-0 from the 11 o'clock post. A lot of people missed them. And then on top of that, not only did that happen, but like a lot of those plays, they bump lines, right? If I alert to, thousands of people, which I'm doing inside Discord these days, or on the Tails app, when I post my pick, odds move, lines move, it's gone on underdog, no vig gets bumped, so on and so forth. People get upset. So about a year and a half ago, I stopped doing that. Maybe 2 years ago, I stopped posting anything late night. Just, hey, are there great lines there? Absolutely, you should be taking them. You're going to beat the closing line on so many plays, especially if you use something like this. You hop on the sharp money radar at nighttime. Oh my gosh, you are rolling in CLV like it's crazy. If you ever hop on the EV optimizer late night, same thing. But so what I like about Coke inside Discord, he posts plays, but he does a lot of them like late night and stuff. Somebody should be posting those. If not everybody's going and getting the picks, somebody can post those. I can't. I don't want to take credit for wins like that. My impression, my reach is too far, and it's a bad look for people in my position to victory lap plays that are limited access for people. It's a really like fake slimy way of promoting success. So be on the lookout. If anybody's like a tout and like that's what they do and they're like late night betting, they're not a profitable bettor, because you know what happens if you are constantly betting at 11 o'clock the night before, originating your picks, and you're doing that and you're crushing CLV, you're limited in a heartbeat. That's the truth. So just be mindful. 300 people watching this morning. Man, our show is growing. I love it. That's for breakfast, baby. Oh, boop. There it is. Best for breakfast. Got the old canvas back up. All right. I don't know what else to do. I could do this literally all day. But at some point, y'all need to just hop on the site and do it yourself. Scotty Barnes under 12.5 rebounds and assists. When does this end? I mean, we can literally do this forever. Like, the plays just constantly update all day. It's a volume game. Using this site is a volume game. We didn't even look at the trends or the projections. We didn't spend much time on the player cards. We've just been kind of bopping around. Am I going to have a good day? I have no clue. There's one last one. BetMGM -105. I have no clue. It's been great. Like, we've been smashing it. I mean, I didn't even care about the record, 221 and 136. What's the math of that? 62% or so wins. Let's check. Calculator. 221 divided by 3. That would be 57. 62%. Oh my gosh. Your boy knows his math. That's great. I said 62%. Literally, round that up, my friends. 62. I was 0.001% off. That's nuts. 62% win rate. The majority being right here on YouTube. Some on Twitter. I would just tag him. You guys can. I've been live for an hour. At any moment, you guys can tag him in chat. That's his job, is to respond to those. So tag the crap out of the guy. Anytime you want, man. But yes, I want to stay profitable. And my goal here is to continue to do that. It's a game changer at night. Oh, my gosh. Anybody who's not like listen, the family people, they're doing a lot during the morning, the day out, at work, lunch breaks, kids go to sleep. You got a little bit of time, maybe after dinner, before a kid's bedtime, whatever. I don't know, but you're picking your spots. You don't have kids yet. You got time. I mean, using the products, geez. I only wish I had something like this before the family of life. MySperryEdge.com. There's the link, my friends. I'm back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow and Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern. Come back with me. MySperryEdge.com. Give it a look. At the very least, just give it a look. See if you like it. I got a feeling you will. I do. I appreciate you all for watching. We reached over 100 on YouTube today on the new channel. That's pretty exciting for me. I'm not going to lie. That's pretty exciting for me. So thank you for tuning in, supporting the new channel. I love y'all. Bets for breakfast back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Let's get paid, my friends. Let's get paid.